the sleek, almost aggressive lines of the Jaguar XE. Recently launched about less than a year ago in South Africa, the XE is the smaller Jaguar on their adaptable platform that now actually carries the XF as well. This is the 2-litre Ingenium diesel version. It's a 2-litre diesel engine with the R Sport trim as well, which gives you a body kit and quite a few extras on the vehicle at the same time. The 2-litre Ingenium engine puts out 132 kilowatts and 430 newton meters of torque, so you can see it certainly has the power to go with the looks and the aggressive looks of this leaping cat. Very nice sized boot as well. You can see family sized boot, and does have the folding center section, so you can split that as well, but very useful family sized boot. The cost of this model, being the R Sport version, is 677,000 Rand, which is very competitive in a market segment that it carries, but of course very difficult to compare some of the competitors because of extras and what comes standard and what is an extra on a lot of these cars. But pace, grace, no doubt in this Jaguar. Let's take a look what it looks like on the inside. Behind the wheel of the Jaguar XE, you are in a luxury car. It leaves you no doubt from the second you sit down behind the seat. From the sweeping window line which runs around, you can see even curving over the dashboard. It just creates a cocoon of luxury and comfort. You of course have your standard multifunction steering wheel with controls for everything, and even the flappy paddles behind the steering wheel if you want to use them when you go into sport mode. In the center of the dashboard you do have computer readout, which also has the secondary readout for the navigation system, so very useful. You can look and be given navigation guidance right in front of your eyes. Of course the main screen, the main infotainment screen, is over here in the center, and it's a nice sized touch screen. It's got the now familiar split screen where all you need to do is touch over there and it automatically goes into your sound system, or alternatively another press of the button will take you into your navigation system, just like that. And then you can program the navigation. All very easy, very user-friendly, and very nice to use. You come down, you do of course have your multi-zone climate control, and then a Jaguar Touch these days, which is the rising and dropping. If I turn off the ignition now, watch what happens to the gear lever, and it just disappears just like that. And of course the engine stop-start button. This does have even the switch off, the stop mode when you come to a halt in the interest of saving fuel. You come down over here, you have your buttons over here. You can take out the stop-start system if you wish, and over here is the multi-mode for the different transmission settings, from a snow setting, of course not really usable in South Africa, to eco, to standard, and then to dynamic. And the amazing thing about this car, and I have to point it out to you right now, is that having driven it for a lot of the last week and 500 odd kilometers in dynamic mode and enjoying the power, sticking generally to the speed limits, I've averaged in a week of driving, a lot of open road and a fair bit of traffic and town driving, 6.2 liters per 100 kilometers. I think that's incredible. Beyond that, you look at items and details like the blue stitching on the dashboard, and even you'll see on the seats as well. It is a comfortable luxury place to be. Let's see what life is like in the back seat. Moving into the back of the Jaguar XE, there is good legroom without it being exceptional, but there certainly is good legroom. The seat is set for myself, and there is more than adequate headroom for me wearing my hat, so I'm more than happy with that. The back seat, of course, is your standard 2 to 3 seater, and you have the nice big fold down armrest with cup holders if you want to use those as well, if you are only carrying 2 rear seat passengers. A very, very comfortable place to be as well in the back seat of this car. So summing up, the Jaguar XE was launched into a very crowded and competitive market segment, which is the D segment, call it sports sedans, and it's a very, very competitive market. Of course, there are all the usual competitors involved in this market. I'm not going to name, but of course the German trio, shall we say, plus Japanese players like Lexus, etc. But there is something pretty special about this Jaguar. It definitely has the class, it has the comfort, it has the performance, and it has the bonus of that exceptional economy. 677,000 Rand, but that is as this car stands over here with no additional extras that you pay for on top of that price. So it is a case of you've got to compare very, very carefully, spec for spec, when you're looking at a car in this range. Overall, I certainly